Well, my group is going to talk about international obstacles to economic development. I'm going to begin with the meaning of lesser developed countries. A lesser developed country, sometimes called a developing country, is a country with a low level of economic development compared to developed countries such as Japan, Europe, and North America, with the exception of Mexico. LDCs are located in Asia, Latin America, and Africa. So, setting foot in a less developed country might provide some instant clue about the level of development. Poor housing, bad sanitation, children running in the street during school hours. But poor areas exist in every country. So, it is important to use aggregate statistics to comprehend the magnitude of the problem in any given country. The degree to which LDCs share common characteristics allows economists to devise and test policies are likely to address their concerns. With this in mind, economists have identified several traits that are likely to be evident in a typical LDC. At the same time, it is important to note that there is quite a variety between these countries. LDCs share certain common characteristics, such as the low levels of GDP per capita, high levels of poverty, and the relatively large agricultural sector, large urban informal sector, and high birth rate. Economically less developed countries differ enormously from each other in terms of a variety of factors, such as resource endowment, climate, history, political system, and degree of political stability. The line between economic growth and economic development is not always clear. Many of the factors that may promote economic growth in a nation also contribute to economic development. Growth itself, defined as an increase in aggregate income of a nation, contribute to a development, in that when people's incomes rise, their ability to consume education, afford healthcare, and thereby improve the quality and length of their life improve. In the same way that higher incomes can improve people's well-being, improvement in education, health, and social harmony can contribute to economic growth. Economic development requires a solid foundation of institutions provided by or closely regulated by the government, even in an economy in which economic growth is already happening. The most important source of economic development is almost certainly the quality and the quantity of resources available domestically in a nation. Resources in this sense comprise the human, technological, and natural capital possessed by a nation. By improving these domestic factors, a country can promote economic development, improve the well-being of its people, and simultaneously promote economic growth. Well, besides the internal obstacle to development that the before group detailed, there are several external obstacles to a country achieving improvement in the income, health, and education of its citizens, like narrow range of export. LDCs in which education and health are lacking and the value of human capital is therefore limited, often depend on a narrow range of export or for a major component of their total economic activity. A poor country with a currency that is non-convertible on foreign exchange market must export to the rest of the world to gain hard currency that can then be used to acquire much needed important necessities for its people. In addition, most LDCs are capital poor, meaning they have a workforce deprived of the technology and tools needed to increase productivity and incomes. In order to acquire capital goods, many of which are produced in more developed countries. Poor countries must earn foreign currency through the sales of their export to the rest of the world.